All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Ethan Stieber here with Stieber Weather Forecasting. We're going to go over a couple things tonight in this live stream. First up is, of course, the winter storm planning on moving through the area tomorrow night through early in the day on Wednesday. Then we're going to talk late week storm. You might have heard a little bit about that already on Facebook from some other sites, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we'll also talk about some of the cold air and cold weather that is going to start moving into our area next weekend. So let's dive right in first. Switch screens here. Okay, first up, what you see on your screen is the HRRR. This is just a high-res forecast model that we use. And we're going to pick this up tomorrow night. This is 8 p.m. now. Let me switch this around one more time. All right, so 8 p.m. tomorrow night. What you can see is we're going to start off pretty well rain across the area. It'll start moving in right around that 7 to 8 o'clock time frame tomorrow night. As we go throughout the night, rain will start to pick up in intensity. Maybe some snow in our far northern counties, say around that Mattoon, Charleston area. You might start off as a little bit of snow, but nothing major. It will transition all to rain by the time daybreak comes. We'll stop this here at 6 a.m. now. And notice we are all rain at this point. The low pressure is just off to our north and west. And as we go further along into the day, this stops off right at noon on Tuesday, maybe suggesting a little bit of a break with that low pressure centered to our north, say north of right around Springfield. This is a very, very strong low pressure though, so you will see at this point in time we will have westerly winds. They'll switch over to the northwest by Tuesday evening. Next forecast model, this is the high resolution NAM or North American model. It's another American model, just kind of a different picture of what we could see. Again, we're going to pick this up at about 8 p.m. Monday evening. So 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, notice same picture. Rain off to our west with some snow off to our north. And as we go further along into the future, we will see that rain starts to overspread the area, especially as we go. We'll stop here at midnight. Notice everyone is all rain at this point. Everyone's all rain at this point, and we might see a little bit of a break towards daybreak before more rain starts to filter in through the area. Notice more scattered in nature during the day. We'll stop this here at noon, and that low pressure is way off to the north. Some of these afternoon model runs have been a little bit further north with the low pressure track of it, but notice with this model as well, as we go through the evening, a little bit of snow will start to wrap around on the backside of it, but nothing crazy major to talk about. Predominantly a rain event. One more forecast model to look at. This is the Canadian model, and notice it will paint pretty well the same picture. We're going to start this at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Notice rain off to our west, snow off to our northwest. As we go throughout the evening, rain will overspread the area. If we stop here at midnight, back this up one. If we stop here at midnight, rain definitely at I-70 south. Maybe if you're north of I-70, you could see a little bit of snow, but that snow will stay confined north of I-70. Everyone else will see rain predominantly in the picture. As we go throughout the overnight and into the day on Tuesday, notice rain sticks around pretty well throughout the area. If you were seeing snow overnight, those will transition to all rain. With that low pressure, as it tracks right over the heart of our area, that as we go through Tuesday evening and on into the overnight hours. Notice this is 9 p.m. Tuesday evening. That snow has started to wrap around a little bit, but look how closely these isobars are next to each other. Remember, those isobars are just lines of equal pressure. So the closer they are, the quicker the wind speeds are associated with these storms. And I mean, these will be crazy fast winds coming around on the backside of the low. We're talking 30 to 40 mile an hour winds Um, we're talking 30 to 40 mile an hour winds on the backside of this low pressure system that could be associated with this snow. So, here. No, it's working okay. Sorry, I had an error come up on here for the live stream. So anyway, snow on the backside of this. We will see a little bit of wraparound snow, but predominantly the wind will be the big feature here. As we go through the overnight hours, that snow will start to move away we'll stop this here at 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. rather on, right there, 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. That snow is pretty well out of the area. Any snow that could be left over will be well out of the area at this point. So predominantly a rain event for us. We could see some snow wrap around on the backside Tuesday night and on into the early hours on Wednesday, but that should be well out of the area by the time your Wednesday morning commute to work or school happens there. Now we talked this will predominantly be a rain event with some give or take will be a good expectation with some locally higher amounts in some of those storms. If you get a heavier rain shower camped over top of you, snowfall looks to be pretty light out of this. Notice maybe an inch, dusting in some places, maybe along that US 50 corridor, say around Olney. It's expecting maybe an inch or two. We'll see if that pans out or not. I really think most of us will stay right around that inch to maybe 2 inches in some spots, especially if you're south of I-70. North of I-70, you may see a little bit more, but nothing crazy out of this. Finally, so we talked about rain, we talked about snow for this system. A couple more things to talk about. Let's talk about the storm system that will be coming into the area towards the weekend, right around that Friday, Saturday time frame. So here we see this is Wednesday at 6 a.m. Notice all of that snow is well off to our east and north. Over here, just coming onshore, is the next system that we'll have to talk about. This piece of energy will follow pretty well the same track that that our current storm system or Monday-Tuesday system will follow. It's going to come down here into the southern plains after it ejects across the Rockies, and it will track a little bit further south. So let's play that out on future radar for you. Again, we'll pick this up at 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. As we go further along through the forecast period, here we are now. Notice there could be a little bit of a clipper system come through on Thursday morning. It's going to stay all rain. It's actually going to bring the temperatures up just a little bit. So it will stay all rain for us. Nothing major out of that system. As we go further along into the day on Friday and into Saturday, notice here's our next system. This low pressure center right now, as it stands right now, is a little bit more favorable for those of us who might be wanting a little bit more snow in the area. It's going to track a little bit further south, which means the northwest side of the low, which is usually where that snow is wrapped around, will track kind of right over our area, giving us a little bit better shot at some snow chances as we go later on. This is now Friday evening at 6 p.m. Notice maybe starting to see a little bit of snow in the area as we go throughout the day, throughout the evening. Friday night, we'll stop this at midnight. Maybe some pretty good snow across the area. And it's a quick mover. By Saturday 6 a.m. it is well off to our east. So looks to be a quick mover, but we could see some decent snowfall out of this, depending on how the low tracks. Again, this will be another strong low as well, so we'll get some strong northwest winds. Notice with this system, another thing we can talk about here is the cold air that this storm system will bring in. With this active weather pattern, each low pressure that comes in is going to bring in another reinforcing shot of cold air until we get to next weekend, where some of the forecast some of the forecast models right now are showing some frigid air temperatures for the high temperatures next weekend. And notice all of these blue lines are cold air that is being poured in out of Canada and right over the heart of our area. Let's talk a little bit about cold temperatures now. This is forecast high temperatures for Thursday afternoon, right around 3 o'clock. Notice with those rain showers that could be coming through the area with that Clipper system, we may be in the mid 40s, lower to mid 40s on Thursday for a high. By Friday, as that storm system gets closer, we'll see those temperatures switch over, and those may not break above 20 with really cold air. By next Monday for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we may struggle to hit 10 degrees across the area, with maybe some of the southern counties hitting 10 or just breaking that. By Tuesday, by next Tuesday, the cold air is really locked into place. Our high temperature for Tuesday may be in the single digits with wind chill well below that. So definitely something to watch. We're in for an active week and an active January, I think. Overall, I think January is going to be much windier than December was. We're definitely going to see some cold air by next weekend, and maybe a little bit of snow on top of that. So, just to kind of recap what we can expect for this weekend, or for the first part of this week, rather. It'll stay predominantly rain across the area. May see a little bit of snow on the backside of it. Forecast for rain looks to be around an inch, give or take. See around an inch of rain, maybe an inch or two of snow, but that'll be right on the backside, and I expect that to melt probably pretty quickly. Next Clipper system could come in through the area about Wednesday night to Thursday. Again, that'll bring predominantly rain. And our next big storm system to talk about will be in here Friday night into Saturday, where we could see some more accumulating snow. The jury's still out on that, though, so I'll keep you posted with that. And last thing is the cold air will start to come into the picture towards next weekend, and definitely on into the first part of next week. So thanks for everyone joining the live stream. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on the Facebook post. And as always, I'll keep you updated. If anything changes, I'll make sure to get it out there tomorrow. So for Steve Weather Forecasting, I'm Forecaster